to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning. Welcome to our Thursday morning, February 15th meeting of the Board of County Commissioners. Is this working okay, Flo? Where are we getting? Okay. Just want to make sure we're on and all that. My name is Andy Hunthausen. Commissioner Rolfe is not here. We have Flo Liston with us today, taking care of us. My right, Commissioner Candace Payne. Good morning. Nico Hash, Deputy County Attorney, and Roger Baltz, our Chief Administrative Officer. There's a sign-in sheet in the front. I'd like everyone to sign in, please, before you go. And we will start with our consent action items. Mr. Baltz, we do have one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioner Payne. We have one item. It's item 2A on the agenda, vendor claims report for the week ending February 16, 2024. Staff recommends approval. Thank you very much.
Any questions for staff? All right, public comment on the vendor claims report. Public comment. Hearing none, is there a motion?
I move to approve the consent action item 2A as presented.
Second, moved and seconded to approve consent action item 2A as presented. Further discussion.
Mr. Chair, I should have mentioned Marni Bentley is with us today as usual. Thank you.
I see that.
Maybe we should have Marni come up and say something.
Well, we already have a motion and a second on the table now, so we'll do that next
Can't
time.
we discuss this?
We can discuss it, yes.
Okay, never mind.
I think we should in the near future, though.
In the near future, we'll rake her over the coals about something.
Okay. Good. All right, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Thank you, Marni. All right, next item on the agenda is a bid opening, 2024 County Crack Seal Project. Good morning.
Good morning, Chairman Hunthausen, Commissioner Payne. I'm Audra Zacherl, Assistant Director of Public Works. This morning, we have a bid opening for the 2024 County Crack Seal Project. This project generally consists of routing, cleaning, vegetation sterilization, and sealing cracks in the asphalt pavement that are 1/4 inch wide or wider on various county maintained roads. We have 5 bids to open this morning.
Wow, great.
That's respectable.
The first bid I'm going to open here looks like it's from Z&Z Seal Country Incorporated, I believe. The bid appears to be fully complete. The bid security has been included. This bid is from Z&Z Seal Coating Incorporated. The total for Schedule 1 with a unit price of $2.38 for a total extended price of $44,325.12. For Schedule 2, a unit price of $2.38 for a total extended price of $47,407.22. For a total price of $91,732.34.
Thank you.
Okay, the second bid I will open is from Estes Seal Coating LLC. Hey, on page 4, there's a few blanks left on this page, so I'm not sure it's been fully complete, but I do have a bid security that's been submitted. Let me rephrase that. Let me go through this one more time just to make sure. I do have bid security included. I apologize. They've got a couple different things in here that I wasn't expecting. There are some blanks on page 4, but they have signed the bid. They have filled out Schedule 1 and 2, so I will read those amounts. For Schedule 1, there is a unit price of $1.50 for a total extended price for Schedule 1 of $27,940. For Schedule 2, the unit price is $1.50 for a total extended price of $29,878.50. For a grand total of both schedules of $57,818.50. Okay, the third bid that I will be opening is from Yellowstone Pavement Solutions. Okay, the bid appears to be fully complete. Bid security has been included. For Schedule 1, the unit price is $3.96 for a total Schedule 1 of $73,751.04. For Schedule 2, the unit price is $3.96 for a total for Schedule 2 of $78,879.24. For a grand total for both schedules of $152,630.28. Okay, this third bid that I will be opening is from Cap Paving Incorporated. Okay, the bid appears to be fully complete. The bid security has been included. For Schedule 1, the unit price is $1.68 for a total for Schedule 1 of $31,288.32. For Schedule 2, a unit price of $1.68 for a total price of $33,463.92 for Schedule 2, for a grand total for both schedules of $64,752.24. This final bid that I will be opening for the 2024 County Crack Seal appears to be from Asphalt, Seal, and Stripe. Okay, the bid appears to be fully completed. bid security has been included. As I mentioned, the bid is from Asphalt, Seal, and Stripe. The total for Schedule 1, unit price of $1.51 for a total Schedule 1 price work of $28,122.24. For Schedule 2, a unit price of $1.51 for a total for Schedule 2 of $30,077.69. For a grand total for both schedules of $58,199.93. Staff would like to take these bids under advisement and return to the commission in 2 weeks' time for a recommendation of award. And I apologize, I did not look up the exact date on 2 weeks from now.
We can tell you.
The 29th.
29th. Okay. Thank you very much. Commissioner, any questions?
No, I think this is pretty straightforward.
Okay. Any public comment? Seeing no public in the room. Commissioner, a motion to take the bids under advisement and ask staff to bring back a recommendation on the 29th at our regular scheduled meeting.
So moved.
Second, moved and seconded to take the bids under advisement. Return here on the 29th. Did I said the 29th the first time, didn't I? Yes, 29th for at our regular scheduled meeting.
You're mumbling, Andy.
Yes, I am. Commissioner, anything further you'd like to mention? All right.
No, sir.
All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, next item on the agenda is a bid opening for the 2024 Rural Improvement District Crack Seal Project. Please.
Thank you, Chairman Hunthausen. Chairman Payne again, Audra Zacherl, Lewis and Clark County Public Works Assistant Director. The 2024 RID Crack Seal Project generally consists of routing cracks that are 1/4 inch wide or wider, cleaning all routable and non-routable cracks and refills, vegetation sterilization if present, and sealing all cracks in the asphalt pavement on roads in various RIDs or rural improvement districts that are maintained by the RID program. The first bid that I will be opening this morning, and we have 5 bids this morning. This first bid is from Z&Z Seal Coating Incorporated. Okay, this bid appears to be fully complete. Bid security has been included. The unit price is $2.38 per linear foot for an extended price of $183,808.46. The second bid that I will be opening is from Estes Seal Coating LLC. I'm going to make sure their bid stays together here. Okay, this bid does not appear to be fully completed, it is missing some information. However, they have signed it. They have provided bid amounts and the bid security has been included. So I will go ahead and read this bid as submitted. There is a unit price of $1.95 for item number 100, which is the routable crack seal for an extended price of $55,419. There is a unit price of $1.20 for item number 200, which is the non-routable flush-filled crack seal for an extended price of $58,620 for a total bid amount of $114,039. This third bid that I'm opening is from Cap Paving Incorporated. The bid appears to be fully complete. The bid security has been included. The bid is a unit price of $1.46 for a total bid amount of $112,814.20. This fourth bid that I will be opening is from Yellowstone Pavement Solutions. Okay, this bid appears to be fully complete. Bid security has been included. The unit price for item number 100 for the routable crack seal is $1.99 for an extended price of $56,555.80. The unit price for item 200, which is the non-routable flush-filled crack seal, is $1.19 for an extended price of $58,131.50 for a total bid amount of $114,687.30. The final bid that I'll be opening this morning for the 2024 RID crack seal project is from Asphalt, Seal, and Stripe. This bid does not appear fully complete. It is missing some information, but they have signed it and they have included the bid security and they have completed the unit price bid amount. So I will go ahead and read it. For item number 100 crack seal on routable cracks, the unit price is $1.51 for an extended price of $42,914.20. For item number 200, which is the non-routable flush-filled crack seal, the unit price is $1.21 for an extended price of $59,108.50 for a total bid amount of $102,022.70. Staff would like to take these bids under advisement and return on February 29th with a recommendation for award.
I have a question.
Please.
Audra, when some of the bids are not, you mentioned they're incomplete, they're missing information. Some of them, every I is dotted and T is crossed and they're done absolutely to the nth degree. How do you go about comparing bids that are not, they're not comparable because they don't have all the information. How do you factor that in?
Well, we go back to the bid document that was sent out and what was advertised, and that everybody has to follow the same rules. Some of the requirements are must and shall, and some of the requirements are may. So we go back, we evaluate what information is missing, and if that is information that would either interfere with the competitiveness of the bid or was information that we said they must or shall include. And so then when we come back to a recommendation, if I had said, well, this information was missing, but it was not a must or a shall, so we can excuse it because it didn't interfere with the competitiveness of the bidding, we will let you know that information.
Okay, thank you.
Does that answer your question? Okay.
Just want everybody to be on the same playing field and
Yes, and great question, Commissioner Payne, Chairman Hunthausen. Some of the information we request is for our convenience in creating a contract. And then some of the information does interfere with the competitiveness of the bidding.
Right, and to build on that, that's why we open them here in a public setting, and we, at a glance, looks like most everything's there, but there's a couple of questions. That's why you take the time to evaluate each one to make sure it is in compliance with our expectations, and then bring back a recommendation. So exactly. Thank you. Good question, Commissioner. Any public comment on this item? Any public comment? All right, seeing none. Commissioner, a motion to take the bid under advisement and have a recommendation brought back to us on the 29th.
so moved.
Second, and seconded to take the bid under advisement, return with an a recommendation on the 29th. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. All right. Next item on the agenda is a bid award for Juniper and Stable Asphalt Overlay Project. Good morning.
Good morning, Chairman Hunthausen, Commissioner Payne. My name is Jessica Makus, Special Districts Program Coordinator for Lewis and Clark County. On January 30th, 2024, 3 bids were opened for the Juniper and Stable Asphalt Overlay Project. The project generally consists of constructing a 3-inch asphalt overlay on Juniper Drive and Stable Road. Funding for this project comes from an intercap loan approved by the Commission on December 5th, 2023 for the Juniper Stable Rural Improvement District. This RID was created on November 2nd, 2023 and levied and assessed on December 5th, 2023. The asphalt overlay is one component of the overall improvement project for the RID, and the overlay will be followed by chip seal surfacing through a separate bid process. The intercap loan will be funded through a 15-year debt service, with each benefiting property assessed an estimated $1,005 per year until the debt is repaid. Staff recommendation is, after review of all the bids by the selection committee, staff recommends awarding the contract to the low bidder, Helena Sand and Gravel Incorporated of Helena, Montana, for the total contract amount of $209,552, and authorize the chair to sign all applicable contract documents.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions, Commissioner?
Nope. It's pretty clear.
Yeah, thank you for the good explanation. And this work will likely, if this is approved, this work will likely be done this coming season, correct?
That's correct. Yep. Early spring, late spring, early summer is the projected time frame for the overlay.
Great.
Mhm.
All right. Without any further questions, any public comment on this item? Any public comment? Okay, hearing none, is there a motion, please, Commissioner?
Yes, the move that we approve the bid award for the Juniper and Stable Asphalt Overlay Project as presented to us by Ms. Makus.
Second, moved and seconded to approve the bid award to Helena Sand and Gravel as presented by Ms. Makus. All right, any further discussion? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It'll be good to see that work get done. All right, next item on the agenda is a grant application to the Montana Department of Natural Resources and Conservation. Good morning.
Mr. Chair, Commissioner Payne, good morning. Ann McCauley, Director of Grants and Purchasing. Before you today is a grant application to do a comprehensive tree plan for Hooper Park in Lincoln, Montana. The funding source for this grant is the Montana Department of Natural Resources and Conservation's Urban and Community Forest Program. This is a longstanding program that DNRC has had. It's specifically intended to provide financial support to local communities to develop and improve urban forests within their communities. This past year, however, the program received Inflation Reduction Act funding. That was the 2022 congressional piece of funding through the USDA Forest Service, specific to this program that is intended for communities that are defined as disadvantaged under the environmental justice tool. Lincoln is fully underneath their definition of what's disadvantaged under that tool. So it's a eligible community for this Inflation Reduction Act part of the funding. Another unique thing about that Inflation Reduction Act funding is that there's no match requirement. And it will be available in 2 funding cycles, right now and then later in the fall of 24, early 25. The proposed tree plan has 3 primary goals: to develop a species list and planting design for trees that will succeed and flourish in Hooper Park, develop an irrigation plan for the planted trees, and create a tree establishment and maintenance plan based on best management practices. The anticipated grant request, when I loaded this into the system on Monday, was $13,200. Since that time, I've had communication with the DNRC forester, and she recommended that we up that a little bit for our tree plan, just based on the size of the park and expected travel costs for a potentially out-of-town landscape firm to come in and do this plan. So her recommendation is to do up to $15,000 for the plan, and then we can do a $1,500 indirect costs, or a 10% of that, for a total grant request of $16,500. The expected period of performance is this coming April to October of 2024. With the completion of the plan, it's our intention to then apply for the actual funds to buy the trees, plant the trees, and install the irrigation system based on what the plan recommends. Community engagement and local partnerships are critical to the success of this project. As you're well aware, the Lincoln Park Board and Misty Edwards do a lot of work within Hooper Park to make sure it's a community asset for all that can serve many functions. Letters of support have been provided by the Lincoln Parks Board, the Upper Blackfoot Valley Community Council, the local Healthy Communities Coalition, and as of recent, the Lincoln Chamber of Commerce. Staff recommendation is to approve.
Fantastic. Questions, Commissioner? I'll ask one.
Yeah.
So just to summarize, the DNRC is offering these grants for tree diversification, tree planting, and the money coming from the feds and economically depressed areas are encouraged to apply. We have an opportunity with Hooper, which has huge trees, but they're all generally the same species, and they're most all in the camping area. So this would spread trees around, maybe some shade trees, that kind of thing. What's the anticipated plan? A little more about that.
Yes, Mr. Chair, excellent questions. Yes, so Hooper Park does. It has a luxury of being developed in a forest system that already had mature trees. But most of those trees are in the southern part of the park around the camping area. The county has had to take out a number of those large trees over the last number of years due to pine beetle and other diseases, and becoming a public safety hazard in that system when those trees start dying. So yes, this would be more focused towards the northern part of the park. So the skate park, the 2 ball fields, and along Highway 200, where applicable and where it makes sense, where there is a void of trees in that area. Yes, with a focus towards broadleaf deciduous trees and a diversification.
Maybe some shade.
And some
eventually.
shade. Yes.
That's good for the summer. Any questions, Commissioner?
I'm just trying to picture in my mind, I know that park and the huge pine trees all around it. And I'm just, so do you know if the trees they plant will be the little spindly kind that, or are they going to, will they be bigger that will have a better chance of living through the weather conditions in Lincoln? As we know, those tough old pine trees can, but there's a lot of species that just aren't tough enough.
Mhm. Mr. Chair, Commissioner Payne, that's part of the reason of the tree plan
Ah.
is to have an expert come in, really understands the ecosystem there. It is a USDA hardiness 4B zone, which means it gets down to between -20 and -30 minimum average temperatures. And we also know there's a lot of browse that happens in that area. So yes, that's exactly what we're hoping the tree plan and an expert will be able to tell us is what tree species, what size, what distribution will be most successful.
I think that sounds like a great plan.
Great. Thank you. Okay. Any public comment on this item? Any public comment? All right, Commissioner, how about a motion?
I move that we approve the grant application for the Montana Department of Natural Resources and Conservation as presented by Ann McCauley.
Second, moved and second to approve the grant application as presented. And just a note, that, Ms. McCauley talked about some of the grant numbers that, will change in the application compared to what is on the, agenda narrative here. So just want to note that it is in the record and, that is what we're approving. Okay, any further discussion?
Nope.
All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. All right, go forth and plant trees. I hope that we're successful.
Are we going to name this particular grove of trees after Misty? Didn't we name another oh, after Anne. Okay, Anne wants the trees. Misty got the outhouse or the facility.
All right, thank you. We're at that time in the meeting where we will take public comment on any item that's under the jurisdiction of the commission, but not on today's agenda. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any words of wisdom from over here? No, okay. All right, thank you very much. We will stand adjourned.